I was in Sunday school, and this guy, he came to our church to perform for the kids ministry. He's a ventriloquist, and I just watched him. I think I was 5. Yeah, I was 5, and so I was like, that's fake. I'm like, that's fake. And I was like, there's speakers inside of the puppets. I didn't know he was making them talk, and then I kind of like forgot about it. And then when I was 8, I won this international pageant. And I met this girl there. Her name's Larissa Bonacquisti, and currently she's Miss Louisiana.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, and she was a ventriloquist, and I was like, hey, that's what I saw in the church, and she told me how she did it, and I was like him. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I was mind blown. Like, fascinated. I was like, oh my gosh, you have to teach me how to do this. Give me some tips. Where did you get your puppet? All these questions, and I was probably annoying her so much. But she was really, really nice about it, and she gave me a couple tips, and all I did was took those, and I just practiced in my mirror for 2 weeks. I was like, show my mom. I was like, Mom, look what I can do. And she was like, oh, cool. And then I entered.
She asked for a puppet.
I asked for a puppet, and she
said,
was like, no.
So are you one of those kids that always find something new to be interested in?
Yeah.
Oh, so were you just thinking it was one of those things?
I was like, So her dad was like, oh, you know what? Her birthday's coming up. Let's just get her one for her birthday. It'll be passing bad.
It's my 10th birthday.
So 3 years ago yesterday, she got her first puppet.
My grandpa calls my mom, and he's like, oh, Misty, you gotta get Darci in this competition. And it was just like a local, it was called Edmund's Got Talent.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just a little talent competition, and we entered.
And you're 10 years old at this point?
Yes. And it had only been 2 weeks that I started ventriloquism, and I went out there, and I came up with a little routine really quick. And I went out there.
And you made it up yourself?
We helped. She did most of it, but I helped a little bit.
But yeah, and...
but she knew she could yodel.
Yeah.
So, with her mouth closed.
Yeah.
How did you come up with that while you were like sitting there in the mirror looking?
Larissa yodeled, and I was like, I want to do what she does. I want to do that. And so I taught myself how to yodel.
Do you still talk to her?
Yeah.
So is she freaking out that you won that now?
Yeah.
She's very proud of her.
She's very proud of me.
Very.
Super sweet girl. I ended up winning it, and then these two, this couple that was there goes to...
This is a God thing right here. This is interesting.
Goes to my now current coach's church, and they went up to him at church, and they were like, Gary, his name's Gary, and have you seen this girl? She can yodel with her mouth closed. She does what you do. And he's like, oh my goodness, I have to see this. He calls Dad.
No, he called the Edmonds Arts Council.
He calls the Edmonds Got Talent people, and they get a hold of us asking us if it's okay if he talks to us. So we meet at Chili's.
Clark wouldn't let him come to our house because he's like, I don't know who this guy is.
So I meet at Chili's, and boom, he's my coach.
Because he is a professional ventriloquist and has been for years, and saw something in Darci that he thought, wow, he saw the light, he saw something.
And he's a Christian too?
Yes, he is, and he has worked with her for 2.5 years with asking for nothing. He has done this out of goodness of his heart because we couldn't pay him what he's worth. I mean, there's no way. So he's like, I don't care about the money. I just want to help this child develop this gift that she's been given.
And so I call him Gare Bear.
So now he's part of our family. He's like Darci's other grandpa.
Is he allowed at your house now?
He's allowed at our house now. But to say all that is, she was such a shy child. And I put her in these pageants just to help her she was very painfully shy. And it really helped, it evolved, and then she met this girl who did ventriloquism, and then she was in this competition where this couple saw her and told the coach, and then now she's got this coach, and now he's opened all these doors.
God moments.
It is. It is.
And so now, 3 years later, after the very first time she has a puppet, it's hard to say that she won America's Got Talent.
During the competition, my mom wouldn't say it. Like, she would not say, you might win. She would not say it. She would not say it. She didn't want to jinx us. But and it's funny because when I was there, Chase Goring and Preacher Lawson, he's the comedian and Chase is the songwriter. They always tell me, they're like, Darci, you're going to win. And I was like, I would get so mad when they said that. Because
you would?
Yes, because
It embarrassed
me because I felt bad for other people. It killed me. And they ended up being right, and they were like, we told you so.
Darci made some really, really close relationships with some of the contestants on the show who just are wonderful people, and we became so inspired by so many of them that it was just, it wasn't even like it was a competition anymore. It was like a
family.
Nobody was, it was like not a competition at all. It was more of, because everybody's just so nice and welcoming. Like, everybody was so kind.
So did you have to live up there for a while?
Well, we lived in a hotel room.
we were there off and on during the summer, but the last 4 weeks we were there consecutively for a month for the last bit of it.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, we did our laundry at a laundromat for the didn't we, Darci? That was a new experience.
That was a very scary.
It was good. It was all good.
I was like, I don't want somebody to steal my clothes or anything.
I know where you could get some new ones in case anything happened, though.
Yeah.
But
So the little
overall,
girlie that you were up there with at the very, very end, y'all were good friends?
Oh, yeah. That was.
She was so happy for you.
I know.
She's a sweet little girl.
It was super hard being up there with her because we had become super, super good friends. She just came up to me. She was like, "Oh my gosh, Darci, I love you so much. I'm so proud." You're just crying. It was so sweet.
That night was amazing. When they called her name, I wasn't breathing, I don't think. But I hugged my husband and I turned to hug her brothers.
Yeah, and
they were gone.
Yeah.
They were already on the stage.
They had jumped over.
They jumped a wall.
Oh, I got Look, I got goosebumps from that.
And they jumped over a wall and they just ran.
Picked her up.
And he picked me up, and it was funny because he was just like,
yes. Dalton was on stage and Tyra Banks was like, "Who are you?"
and
they got past security.
Yeah, my little brother, Nate, he didn't.
He didn't get past security.
He tried. He got pummeled by a security guard. And the security guard's really nice. His name's Patrick. And he was like, "I'm so sorry. I didn't know he was your brother." It's so funny.
But her brothers are so proud of her, so supportive of her. It's wonderful. Yep.
I just love that.
They all play a different role. It's very interesting. Her oldest brother is like, how's she doing? Is she doing okay?
He's the moral
more
supporter.
Worried about how she is.
He doesn't care if I do anything wrong. He gives me hugs all the time. He's like, "I love you, Darci," and he sends the sweetest messages every time before I perform. He's like, "Good luck, Darci. I love you. You're gonna do great." He's so sweet.
Aww.
And then Dalton. He's more of the realist.
He's an 18-year-old.
Yeah. He puts her and keeps her on the ground.
He's like a social media guy. He's telling me, Mom, you can't post this, you can't do this, you can't like this, you can't follow this person.
Everybody needs one of those, though, I'm telling you, I've learned.
I mean, he's like, "Mom, you need to stop doing that on social media, stop liking everything, stop posting everything." I'm like, "I don't know what I'm doing." So he's like the
I know what I'm doing, guys.
He's awesome. He's so supportive of Darci,
and then there's Nate.
And Nate loves the attention. That's all we can say. He's like, "Look at my sister."
He likes to brag on me a lot. But he's something else.
He is his own person.
So does this mean none of them fight with you anymore now?
No.
They don't fight with her except Nate.
Except Nate.
Yeah, when he's not locking her in her room or something like that.
One time.
Oh, my goodness.
We are a very real family.